How are we doing? Sorry you can't see me. I'm being funny today. Oh, hold on. I don't know if it's just the background noise of my dog, but he's making noise, or maybe not. There we go. Hello. Where is everybody at? Finish these last remaining questions. Let's try to see if I can get this to not be so choppy on my end. Ooh. I guess um let's play some music. I'm gonna play this right here for you, and then I am going to put this on. I guess that don't want to work. I'm gonna play this music for you. I'm gonna do this real quick. How are we doing? I'm back. I had to pause it real quick. How you doing, Shell? How you doing, Mr. Crow? I see you're on here. My little New Year's music. I hope you guys are ready for this last little bit of these questions or the guessing game. How you doing, Chill? I guess these I only got 12 questions left. It's more exciting when there's a lot more people here. Hopefully more people come. Let's do that. Turn it down some so it's not so loud. Because I can actually hear it in my headphones. It'd be booming. Overly obsessive in my ears. See if we can get a little excitement going. Let's do this so that way I can see everything. Oh man. So how was your guys' Christmas? I know mine was fun. I got to go see my dad and my grandpa. I don't travel very far when it comes down to it. There we go. Move that. You don't need to see my whole Christmas tree. It's decorated still. That's good. That's good. You go and see family, or did they come and see you? Mm. Yeah, I think Christmas is always a long day. Oh yeah. So everybody lives in town. Oh, that's convenient. At least you didn't have to go too far. I know when I go and see my dad, I gotta drive at least like 2 hours. But that's really convenient when they're all in town. So what do you got planned for New Year's? I know I know after New Year's I'll have a new game, but I think New Year's Eve I'm gonna do a little video. I'm gonna break out my controller, my motorized controller for DJing, and I'll break that out and I'm gonna do a little bit of DJing live on New Year's Eve for like a little while, probably not very long. Because I don't think I mix fast enough for Facebook not to catch me in the algorithm. I was told, I know I have a friend that DJs too. He tells me, he's like, you got to mix faster. That's the reason why they mute you. But in my odds, if I was smart, instead of getting muted and taken off of Facebook, I should just go ahead and pay for Mixcloud because they take care of the copyright and all that for you. I still haven't did that. I'm gonna have to start doing that so I don't get muted, taken down. But when it comes to my own beats, yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. I've been slacking on it. I've been more focused on making beats. That's the only time Facebook don't mess with me, is when I'm making my own beats and I'm putting my own music out there, or somebody else. When I'm either recording them or whatever, I can put their music and music that I've been in on there and they won't mess with me. But anything beyond that, that's not mine or doesn't belong to me, yeah. But yeah, I do need to start practicing more. I don't practice enough. I think I need to. I'm still working on that whole part of getting everything organized and finding specific days to do certain things. I still haven't got there yet. I need to work on that. I honestly think I try to do too much all at once sometimes. Well, this beat right here ain't even mine. This is the one that's inside the platform I'm using. I can use theirs on this, and it's fine because it's royalty free. But if it's not royalty free, I can't use it. But which, I mean, I could use mine, but then that means uploading a whole bunch of stuff just to get to it and all that other good stuff. Yeah, I know. I have trouble with that. I have a lot of trouble doing that. I have this. I do the podcast. I produce my own beats. I even have a little recording studio for people to record. And then I DJ. And most of the time I get sidetracked with trying to do too many things all at once in the same day. So I try to slow down, which I will get organized. I'm going to have to start picking certain days. So maybe like one day out of a week, I can do, the beats. And then maybe another, like the week after that, maybe out of like one day out of a certain day, I can do the DJing. And then this, I'm going to try to be consistent with this. I'm trying not to do it so much, but I'm not going to do this one once a week. I got to do this one like twice in 1 week, because it seems like this one is always my most popular one, is when I'm doing stuff like this. Most definitely gonna have to work on that. That's one of my New Year's resolutions is to get everything organized and planned and set out and work on it. And then again, sometimes I don't even get time. Because I know once after like the holidays are over and the kids go back to school, I take my son to school, got to pick him up. And then most of the time I'm pretty much in my own little world cleaning or something in my house. I'm constantly cleaning this house. Pretty sure it's clean enough. Stop doing so much cleaning before I strip the paint off the walls. But there is one podcast that I think I am going to do. I think like after I do these 12 questions, maybe before I figure out what new game I'm going to do, I think I am going to do a podcast for like the younger, well, not younger, but between the younger generation and then guys like maybe my age that don't have a whole lot of experience talking to women, I feel like they need some encouragement and to like know how to talk to women. I know some of the younger guys probably have a difficult time probably trying to talk to girls their own age. And I know that it's not easy talking to some women because some women do have like, what do you want type of mentality. And it's hard to talk to some of them because we're not mind readers. I know all men are not mind readers. We have no way of reading any woman's mind and being able to tell what they're thinking or what they're what they're going to say. It's just one of those hit and miss things that you have to go with. It's either you win or you lose some, and being rejected ain't the baddest thing. Sometimes it might be the best. Who knows? But I'll get into that when I get done with this. I'm gonna try to help some of the younger guys out. That's try to give them pointers and tips on how to talk to women. I think that might help them. And it's all about how you dress too. You just can't go up to, I don't know. Maybe some women like guys that have their pants hanging off their backsides. I don't know, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm a little bit older, so I feel like your pants should be wearing around your waist to fit you the right way, not too tight, not these skinny man jeans. Yeah, not skinny man jeans. I think you should have at least pants that actually fit you and like sense of wise. If you're going to talk to a woman and courting them and taking them out to dinner, there's a lot of things you can do, but I will get into all that most definitely. How's it going, Alice? Waiting for more people to get in here. Just don't know why. Maybe, I don't know. I know that it takes a minute sometimes. That's why I started doing this earlier, is because I wanted to give everybody the opportunity to join in on these last 12 questions. And being able to, get the insight. I know sometimes it takes a lot. Then you gotta wait for people to join, and most of the time I can't even see everybody. So I know I can see the ones that comment. I think that's what it is. How you doing, Julie? I think if you comment, I think that's the only way I can see you, and then I know when there's more people on here. Most of the time I got to go out and see it, and then I'll know how many people have already passed me up by. Sometimes it's, well, I guess it is what it is. I'm doing all right. It's good to hear that you're doing pretty good. How was your Christmas, and what do you got planned for New Year's? Even though I probably already done asked that. I've already done asked that once, but it's good to hear how everybody's Christmas and how, how they plan to spend their New Year's. I don't know. I feel like last time I was on here, there was way more people. But it's the weekend. I'm assuming everybody's getting ready to probably go out and party. Or they're already partying kind of early. It's 5:51. How you doing, Anna? Welcome to the the last few of my 12 questions for this guessing game. Then I got to come up with a whole new game, which I'm going to make it interesting. And hopefully this time I can get B-Diz to join me. Maybe hopefully I can get him. I know he's pretty busy himself with work and all. And I most pretty much of the time just make time. That's good to hear that you had a great Christmas with your family. And I don't blame you. I don't go out on New Year's. I stay in the house. I think there's just way too much that goes on when it's New Year's. And there's going to be a lot of people out anyway, as it is already. So I'm good. I feel you on staying at home for New Year's. That's not a bad thing. At least you can party at home in the comfort of your own home. And you can drink yourself to sleep if you want. Don't have to worry about nobody like bumping into you, spilling drinks all over you, or any of that other good stuff. Oh yeah, you ain't lying. There's always too much drama on New Year's. And I think where I live, there is way too much drama here. That's the reason why I stopped going out. Just too much for me. And besides that, I prefer to stay home. At least I can do whatever I want at home. You can only do so much at a bar. And then if I did want to drink, at least I'll be able to drink for free at home. Just buy a 24 pack, put it in the fridge, and drink as many as I want, which won't be many. I don't drink like that anyway. I might drink like 2 or 3, and then I'm good. Not too much of a big drinker. But yeah. Drama's always gonna be happening. I think that's any weekend. There could be drama any other weekend or every weekend if you go out. I just don't plan on going out at all anymore. Yeah, you're right about that, Dad. People don't know how to act. They do way too much, and then they want to bump into people, argue. They want to fist fight, or then they don't obey the stoplights half of the time because they shouldn't be driving at all. But it is what it is when it goes with that. Along with those, I think you should take an Uber when you go out and drink, but not everybody does that. Yeah, I see. I mean, I just think like when you drink, I don't think you need to overdo it. And 1 or 2, that's good. Sometimes, I mean, I seen a lot of people overdo it, or some people just, want to drink way too much. And I think it's more expensive to spend your money at the bar half of the time, and then you can just do that at home. I don't blame you. I feel more comfortable when I'm at home, but all the times that I have been out and went to the bar, I've always felt like, man, I gotta watch my back. It's uncomfortable for me, and then I don't do a lot of people anyway. I'm not with that big crowd mentality part. Kind of freaks me out a little bit being around too many people that I don't know, and it's like, who can I trust? And hopefully, really, when you're out and they start drinking, you can't trust nobody really but yourself, and you got to have your own back when you're out. So that's the reason. That's the other reason to stay home and be safe too. Not go out at all. But I think I will stop this music, and I think I think we could just get to the questions. If if anybody joins in, they can join in if they want. Which I feel like I got who is here. You know, I feel like that's good. Um. Okay, so I know I only got 12 questions left, but like I said, I got these 12 left. We're gonna do them, and then after New Year's, I should totally have a whole new game. And like I said, hopefully I can get my partner to join me next time. Haven't had him on here for a while since Halloween, actually, which hopefully I can get him to come up on here again. But let's get down to it. I'm going to ask this question. So, Robert, my neighbor, a 45-year-old blacksmith, is 7 feet tall and eats all day long. What does he weigh? Oh, we'll see. We'll see where that one goes. I don't think that one's. I don't think that one had any like hints in it. But just remember, he's a blacksmith. But that's not the answer. Other that's just in the question itself. It wants to know what does he weigh. If he okay, so my neighbor Robert, my neighbor, a 45-year-old blacksmith, is 7 feet tall and eats all day long. What does he weigh? No, no numbers. Just one word. There's no numbers. It's just one word. So remember, he's a blacksmith. But that's not the answer. That's just in the question itself. The answer starts. I'm not a ton. Not a ton. You. I'd say you be kind of close. No, not a pound. I feel like you guys are getting off to a good start with these. So remember, he's a blacksmith. He's not a pound. He's not a ton. So the answer that you want, so a blacksmith makes like takes and heats up metal and takes a iron hammer while it's hot and makes like knives, like like uh like like metal that goes around like horse carriages, um like pretty much like anything that's metal. A blacksmith works with heats it up in like 1,000. I'm not gonna say 1,000 degrees. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know how hot they get their metal to melt it, or just like to get it hot where it's red. In which I know the fires, I know the heat's got to be pretty hot, and then they take it. No, it's not maker. It's 4 letters for the answer, and the beginning of it has an I in it. That's the first letter in it. It has an I for the answer. I'll give you that much. If you need me to repeat the question, just ask and I'll repeat it. Is no, not inch, not pounds. Four letters. The beginning of it does start with an I. You're close. Are you guys saying inch or out? Or I'm assuming you guys are saying inch. You're close. Shell, you and Alice are close, but there's always an opposite to an inch. And I did give you a hint. He's a blacksmith. He works with metal. You just got to change one letter by the H. Well, actually, two letters. You got to change the C and the H to make it the right answer. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure you guys are really thinking hard about this. Next time when I do another game, I'll make sure that it's not so, like, well, I don't know. I think games are meant to be complicated and they're fun when you got to try to figure something out. So to be, so it's um, like that Colonel Mustard game, who killed Colonel Mustard in the library type game stuff. And then you got to try to be a detective through all that whole game, which I don't think I've ever played that, but I just see it a lot. Clues, I think that's what it's called. Just got to change two letters at the end of IN. You got to change the C and the H. And then you'll be right on your target. So just remember, he's a blacksmith, works with metal. Think about um so I'll say it like this. Take and put the O by the end and then try to figure out that into. No, it's not into. Okay, so think about it. He's a blacksmith, works with metal. So I think, you got to actually change the three. My bad. I threw you guys off. That's my fault. So you got the I right. You need three letters. Remember, he works with metal. There's an opposite to that word metal. Have you ever changed your tire? What do you call the thing that you put on your lug nut and to twist your lug nut off? Not so that's my fault. I gave you guys not inner tube. You got to take off the five lug nuts and you use a tool. And what do you call that tool? Not nut. You got to put a tool over those to get your tire off. It's not a crowbar either. Something like a crowbar. not a jackhammer. So I'll give you two letters out of it. So, Alice, you got it. Iron. That was the answer. Was iron. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw you off the first time when you guys said inch. I didn't realize. Yeah, iron was the right answer. I'm glad. Well, you didn't have to put. Yeah, you put tire iron, but yeah, iron was the right answer. Which is funny if you're 45-year-old blacksmith is 7 feet tall and eats all day long. Iron would be. I don't see how you would weigh iron, but okay. Let's see if we can get this next question. This one's shorter. It's not as long as this one that we just did. What gets sharper the more you use it? What gets sharper the more you use it? I see. I see it. You already got your creative juices flowing through your brain. It's a really simple answer. I don't think you have to think too hard about that. Yeah, I mean, it's not a knife. We all have one, and we use it all the time, every day. I hope. Not now. We're constantly using it. It's a human body part. Not a saw. Nope. That's right. It's a brain. The more you use it, the sharper your brain gets. Oh, brain was the right answer. Mine would have worked too. I would have settled for mine too if nobody else got brain. Man, you guys got your creative juices flowing through your brain because I see you guys were really thinking about that. Okay. Now this one's really long. There are three important rooms in a house. The first one is filled with money. The second one is filled with important papers. The third one is filled with jewelry. One day, all of these rooms burst into fire. Which room did the policeman put out the fire in first? I don't know. This one was longer. If you need me to repeat it, just say something to me and I'll repeat it. Yeah, this is like you got to put this all in one set, like in a sentence. No, not the first room. It's not the first room. It's not the second room either. Mm, mm, no, they didn't save all of them. Okay, so I'm gonna say it again. There are three important rooms in a house. The first one is filled with money. The second one is filled with important papers. The third one is filled with jewelry. One day, all of these rooms burst into fire. Which room did the policeman put out the first fire in? So, what made you say none? Because that is right. So, how'd you get none? Yeah, that's what I was actually looking for. You got that right. It needed to be in this. It was actually like, I needed you to say that because it was in the whole sentence. And then after it says, policeman put out the fire what fire did he put out first? None of them, because the policeman don't put out fires. Firemen do. We'll go with that because I got to give you that because at least you said none. That was the first part of it. So, and then you said he can't because he's police. So that helps. That works. Okay. The next one. What can what can you make that no one, not even you, can see? This one was this one's like probably the weirdest one yet. Cause what can you make that no one, not even you, can see? I'm pretty sure if you have kids and you're trying to sleep, you probably yell this at them all the time. Because I know I still yell at my kids and tell them to stop. What can you make that no one, not even you, can see? I just felt like I had. It's not air that I'm looking for. Mm, it doesn't say what they're doing. What can you make that no one, not even you, can see? Think about this. Yeah, but that's not it. No, it's not what's going on. So think about it. Okay, so I'm gonna say it again. What can you make that no one, not even you, can see? It's not air, it's not spit, it's not into. We all have we all have neighbors that do this one thing that annoys that it'll annoy us sometimes. I tell you, the first letter of the answer that I'm looking for starts with an N. That's all you get. An N. You get an N. That's it. It's not yell. There's always an opposite. There you go. You got it. Noise. That's why I was like, because this one, I don't know. It didn't. It kind of makes sense, and then it don't. We can all make noise, and we can't see it. Not even no one else can. So yeah, noise was right. Okay, so next question. Why are 1986 pennies worth more than a 1967 penny? I don't know. This one might be a little hard. I don't even think I would be able to. I don't think I'd be able to figure this out if I was on the other end with you guys. Yeah. That's this one that I'm. That if somebody asked me this question, I'd be like, "What?" I'd be like, "I don't know," but I have faith that you guys will get this one right. Why are 1968 pennies worth more than 1967 pennies? Hmm. Hmm. Man, that's just like the longest sentence I've ever seen. Hmm. I don't know. I think the answer actually was in the question of that one. So I can tell you it's not YR. It's not. Well, it is. It has something to do with the pennies, but that wouldn't be the answer though. Think about it. It has something to do with the years. It's not value, which I almost kind of wish that's what they would have put on here, but no, that's not. It's not value. Okay. Why are 1968 pennies worth more than 1967 pennies? And it has something to do with the years. It has something to do with the yeah, it has something to do with the years, but it's not different years. So you got to kind of listen to me a little more. Why are 1968 pennies worth more than 1967 pennies? You don't know. Okay, so it has something to do with one of the years. I think you guys can figure this out because I'm pretty much giving you like a hint at the beginning. So I'm gonna say it like that. I'm giving you the hint at the beginning, and just don't tell me 1968 because that's that's not that wouldn't be. I mean, you'd have to put it in a sentence. I need a whole sentence for this one. Why are 1968 pennies worth more than 1967 pennies? It has something to do with the year and why the 1968 penny is worth more than the 1967 penny. I mean, 68. mm, I mean, you got to put it in a sentence for me because there's a reason to all this. I mean, that would be right if we was doing math. So, what do you do with things when it's uneven? I know. I I I I'll make sure I'll make sure the next game that we do is a little easier, but who knows? I mean, I do like complicated games. I just don't want to breeze through it too quickly. Got to make it a little challenging. I'm going to say you're getting warmer. What do you do when you got to downgrade? No, no, no. Hold on. Take that back. I'm thinking of something else. It's not that. Okay, so say you have a stack of papers, right? This is the only way I can give you the hint. You have a stack of papers. This one has more. This one has less. Just have to let me know if I don't think I would have got this one either. So if you use 1968, but you have to use it in a sentence, I'll say it like that. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, it is greater, but use 1968 in a sentence because it's a really I don't know. I'd say to me, I'm looking at it. It's in here. I got the answer in front of me, so to me, it looks simple, but it's probably not. So I'll say it like this. So if you use, so you can, okay, so part of this sentence that I'm looking for, it says, because there is, I'll give you that. I can't give you any more because if I give you any more, I'm giving you the whole answer. Nope, you got to use 1968 in there. I gave you a little part of the answer because it's got to be a whole sentence. Because there is, I think you can get this. Because there is, so use that in your, for like, that's part of the question. I mean, the answer. Because there is. I need, I need a whole sentence with that this time. Now remember, I'm asking you why are 1968 pennies worth more than 1967 pennies? You got that right. There is more 1968 than there is 67. They have more 68 pennies than they do 67 pennies. And you got that because there is one more penny in 1968 pennies than in 1967 pennies. So you got that right. I got to give you that one because that's as close as it's going to probably get. Okay, let's move to the next question. What belongs to you but gets used by everyone else more than you? So, what belongs to you but gets used by everyone else more than you. Oh my goodness. I don't think you guys are going to get this one. Mm, it says what belongs to you but gets used by everyone else more than you. Think about that. While you guys think about that, I think I'm gonna play. I'm gonna Papa Candy Cane. So remember, it belongs to you, not a phone. It's not a phone. Not a toilet. Okay, so it says what belongs to you but gets used by everyone else more than you. Not You got that right. Your name. I'm gonna give that to you. You got that right. Your name. That's what I was looking for. Your name. And you didn't give me a chance to eat my candy cane. Your name is the right answer. Your name. Um. So the next question is: there are 8 men sitting on a couch. 3 legs break, and 6 men leave. How many legs are remaining? I think I got a chance to eat my candy cane while y'all figure this one out. So there are 8 men sitting on a couch. 3 legs break and 6 men leave. How many legs are remaining? I actually do think I got enough time to eat my candy cane while y'all figure this out. I think y'all looked this up because the answer is 5. Now I see it just took for me to open up a candy cane and then y'all start getting the answers right. Or can y'all see my paper or something? No, you can't see it. Yes, yes, it is. Oh man, y'all figured that out kind of fast. Okay, now this question is a little long. So, uh, okay, so you are driving a bus when you begin your route. There is an old woman named Miss Smith and a young boy named Raymond are on the bus. At the first stop, the old woman leaves and a salesman named Ed enters at the next stop. Jack and his sister Jill get on as well as three women with shopping bags. The bus travels 15 minutes, then stops, and Raymond gets off, and a man and his wife get on. Next, at a woman with a bird in a cage gets on the bus. What is the name of the bus driver? I don't know. Mm. Yeah, that's yeah. No, you got it right. It was the couch leg, and there was two people. Yeah, you're right. There was two people. Or no, actually, there was three people. I think. But yeah. Oh no, no, yeah, you're right. There was two. Mister, no. So, like, okay, so you are driving a bus when you begin your route. There is an old woman named Mrs. Smith and a young boy named Raymond are on the bus. At the first stop, the old woman leaves and a salesman named Ed enters at the next stop. Jack and his sister Jill get on as well as three women with shopping bags. The bus travels 15 minutes, then stops, and Raymond gets off, and a man and his wife get on. Next, a woman with a bird in a cage gets on the bus. What is the name of the bus driver? So remember, I say you are driving the bus when you begin your route. So, what is the bus driver's name? I think you can get this. You're going to give me time to finish my candy cane. Nope. Alice got it right. It's me. Well, it's supposed to be it's you, but me would be. I'll take me. Nope. So remember, it's you that was driving the bus. So the answer is it's you. But Alice said me, which is the closest to it's me. It's you. We'll just go with that. All right. Uh, Maybe I'll get to finish my candy cane before y'all get this one right. So we're gonna move on down because we only have four left. Okay. What occurs once in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years? Yeah, I think I'm gonna get to finish my candy cane. Oh, see how long it takes you. I think I'm gonna get to finish my candy cane. Say it again. All right. What occurs once in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years? If that was the answer, that would be right, but that's not the answer. It's just a letter. I'm amazed with you, Alice, that you got that right. The letter M is right. I'm kind of surprised you got that. You're not Googling it, are you? No, it's M. Alice got that right. It's the letter M. Hmm. You got that kind of fast. Hmm. Now you're gonna have me. I got to keep an eye on you because you got that one way too fast. Okay, I didn't get to finish my candy cane. Oh, okay, okay. I get it. That's a good way to do it. All right. So here goes the next one. What is the maximum number of times a single page of a newspaper can be folded in half by hand? Oh, nice. Wow. And here, how old is he? I might get to finish 10. Very, I got it. Awesome. I bet he does really good in school. And you got your hands full with a 10-year old because they got more energy than we do. It's not three. Wow. I bet. Not seven. Okay, so I'm gonna read the question again. What is the maximum number of times a single page of a newspaper can be folded in half by hand? This is the one answer that you wouldn't even think of. And I'm gonna assume that you're gonna go up high with the numbers. No, go lower. Have you ever read a fairy tale? And it always starts out with I'll say Alice got it right because it's one. She said one or two, but once. There you go. You said it once. That's why I was like, "Have you ever read a fairy tale?" Because I knew you get the once. So yeah, it says once. I don't know why, but I don't even know how many times you can actually fold a newspaper. I just know it's folded 3 times before you get it. I was a little confused when it said once. I'm like, why would it be folded once? But I get it. All right. Now, ooh, we only got one more after this one, after I read this one to you. And I still haven't even got to finish my candy cane. You guys are answering this way too fast. I'm so fragile that if you say my name, you'll break me. What am I? Maybe I'll get to finish my candy cane after all. Nope, not bone, not feelings, not heart. See, I told you I'd get to finish my candy cane. Well, maybe, maybe not. This depends. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Not yourself. So I'm gonna read it again. I'm so fragile that if you say my name, you'll break me. What am I? It's not yourself. It's not bones. It's not toe. It's not foot. It's not head. It's not jaw. It's really something simple because we all do it at some point. So now I'm just gonna be quiet. Mm-mm. Nope, that's not it. Nope, you're lost. Okay, so I'm so fragile that if you say my name, you'll break me. What am I? I knew it. I get to finish my candy cane. Yeah. I think it's gonna be a minute before you figure this out. So I'm just gonna sit here and silence and finish my candy cane. Mm-mm. Nope, not cup. It is not cup. Hmm. It's not nothing. The answer that I'm looking for actually starts with an S. I think you would hear people say this if they seen not say starts with an S. But I think if you were, I'm gonna say it like this. I think if you were really irritated with somebody, you would do this. I got the plastic off my candy cane. Let's see if you can figure this out before I feel like I'm gonna be able to finish this candy cane. Not scream. It's not scream. Not shout. It's the opposite of that. Not smack. Mm, you got that right. Silence. You got that right. You're eager to finish this, ain't you? Last question. Last question. Okay. Last question. On on a Sunday morning, the oldest girl in a family was murdered. The father was reading the paper. The mother was in the kitchen cooking breakfast, and the girl's brother was playing video games. Uncle George was visiting and was out getting the mail. Who murdered the girl? I will get to finish this before y'all figure this one out. Oh man. I definitely think I'm gonna get to finish this before y'all figure this last one out. You're getting warm with that uncle. So think about it. On a Sunday morning, the oldest girl in a family was murdered. The father was reading the paper, and the mother was in the kitchen cooking breakfast. And the girl's brother was playing video games. Uncle George was visiting and was out getting the mail. Who murdered the girl? Mm, not family. On a Sunday morning, Uncle George went to go check the mail. Uh. Not the son. Nope. Not that. Nope. Not the dad. I just told you you were getting warmer when you said uncle. So, okay, listen. On a Sunday morning, the oldest girl in a family was murdered. The father was reading the paper. The mother was in the kitchen cooking breakfast. The girl's brother was playing video games. Uncle George was visiting and was out getting the mail. Who murdered the girl? Remember, I said Sunday. It's not Uncle Sunday. It has something to do with Sunday. So it does have. It has something to do with Uncle and Sunday. Hmm. I did get to finish my candy cane. See, look at that. Didn't fail me. I think you can get this. Come on. It does have something to do with Uncle and Sunday. That's as much as I can give you. Okay, so look, I'm going to say this again. On Sunday morning, the oldest girl in a family was murdered. The father was reading the paper, the mother was in the kitchen cooking breakfast, and the girl's brother was playing video games. Uncle George was visiting and was out getting the mail. Who murdered the girl? So you just got to figure that out. I think you can get this. Remember, it says Sunday morning, and Uncle George was visiting and was out getting the mail. Not the girl. Don't put the girl there. It has something to do with the uncle and Sunday. Because I think, honestly, it happens every Sunday. And don't say church because it's not church. So, Uncle George was visiting and was out getting the mail on a Sunday morning. I'm saying Sunday. Uncle George was getting the mail on a Sunday morning. Think about it. Mm, it's it's not Uncle in the mail. So I say it has something to do with the uncle Sunday in the mail. Come on. I believe in you. I think you can get this one. It has nothing to do with the mom. It has nothing to do with the dad. It has nothing to do with the brother. It has nothing to do with the newspaper. It has something to do with Sunday morning. Uncle George was visiting and he was out getting the mail. Who murdered the girl? Think about it. Oh, come on. I think you can get it. I think you can get this. Now remember, I'm saying on a Sunday morning, the oldest girl in the family was murdered. The father was reading the newspaper. The mother was in the kitchen cooking breakfast, and the girl's brother was playing video games. Uncle George was visiting and was out checking the mail or out getting the mail. And then it says, who murdered the girl? So remember, I just said Sunday morning, and Uncle George was visiting and he was out getting the mail. Mm, no, no, no. It happens every Sunday for us too. We don't expect to do any. We don't expect to get anything. Remember, I said Sunday morning, and then, like I said, Uncle George was visiting and was out getting the mail. It's Sunday morning. Uncle George is visiting and was out getting the mail. Think about it. Sunday morning. Thank you. You finally got it. No mail on Sunday, but you forgot to say Uncle George. Mail isn't delivered on Sunday. Bomb or weapon. I don't know. No, it's Uncle George. Mail isn't delivered on Sunday. I don't know why they had to say it like that, but they said it like that. No mail on Sundays. I kind of figured you was going to catch on to that and say there's no mail on Sundays, but you got it. I gave that long, excruciating. I kept saying it. That's why I kept saying Sunday morning. Uncle George was visiting and out getting the mail. I gave you the answer right there. But you know, hey, it was fun. That was the last one. That was the only question I had. Now I got to start a new game on y'all. And we're going to just continue to do games and have more and more fun. But before I start the next game, it'll be after New Year's. And on top of that, like I said, I was going to talk about how the younger men and men older than the younger men, like in between me and my age, that have trouble talking to women. I'm going to try to, give them a little guidance and help them, because I know a lot of guys get frustrated or they get nervous when they're trying to talk to a woman and they just don't know what to say or how to go about talking to them. But that'll be the next thing I do before I start a new game, though. I think I'm going to do that, because there are a lot of guys that need encouragement to talk to women, because I know this day and age a lot of women, you can't approach them because some of them will be like, "Oh, you're creepy, get away from me." But yeah, there's a certain way you can do it. But like I said, it'll be I'm gonna do that first, and then I'm gonna start a new game after that, and I will let you know. But for now, you guys finished it, and I hope you guys have fun with the little 12 questions that I had left. So now you done finished that game. I'll end up getting another one going for you after New Year's. But before I get it started, though, like I said, I'm gonna kind of try to show some of the guys that need help and encouragement to talk to women a little guidance. But I am going to get up off of here. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I got to finish my candy cane before y'all figured the last one out. Yeah. But I'm going to get up off here now. I hope y'all have fun. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great New Year's. Don't party too hard. Be safe. Make it home safe, and do you. And I hope you got a New Year's resolution. Good night, Alice. Have a good night. I'm getting up off here now. Stay blessed. Catch you on the next one.